As college football fans, we tend to overreact to week one and how teams look coming out the gate. I want to pause on that a little bit, but also dive into what I noticed from the Wisconsin Badgers and the Nebraska Huskers first game. Starting off with the Badgers and Luke Fickell, man. He's already down bad with the fan base, has lost their trust, and for a third consecutive year now, he has lost his starting quarterback. We don't know how long Billy Edwards is going to be out, but we do know that he did not return to the game and came back on the sideline in street clothes. Impressive performance from the defense, but once again, it's versus a MAC school, so a shutout is good, but somewhat expected. Now, the offense, man, they only scored touchdowns in late in the third and then late in the fourth with the backup QB. They have to figure out their identity, and I don't know if they're going to be able to do that without Billy Edwards being the starter, who isn't that great in my opinion anyway, coming from Maryland. Now, all that said, my full attention was on the Nebraska versus Cincinnati contest down to Kansas City last night. I wanted to see if Rule and Dylan Raiola were going to take that next step forward. Everywhere he's been, Rule has taken a massive leap forward in year three, whether it be Temple or Baylor. I didn't see that. They looked lethargic again on offense. Raiola, although his completion percentage was amazing, 79%, but there were no shots downfield. They were safe and easy checkdowns and short routes and out routes and slants and easy completions. 7.4 yards per completion is not a good average right there. Defensively, the black shirts, man, were getting gashed, whether it was by Sorsby, the quarterback, or even in just the traditional run game. You know, Cincinnati was able to kind of have their way offensively at times. Now, granted, they only scored 17 points, so, take that with a grain of salt. But I'm just saying, man, like, neither team looked complete or whole, and you don't have to be in week one. You don't have to be. But what I saw did not inspire. And checking reactions from Husker Nation online today or on YouTube, they kind of feel similar. Now, take that with a grain of salt because I'm a Buckeye fan. You see the logo here. I'm not trying to talk down to your programs, but I expected more from Nebraska in year three. I expected to compete with Michigan in a couple weeks when they host them. Not saying that can't happen now after the week one performance, but with the new offensive coordinator, I expected a little spark despite Raiola and the Huskers offense not having too many weapons to go to. I'm not as confident as Nebraska giving the Wolverines a tough test. Now, that's without seeing Michigan, of course, play versus a serious opponent. We'll see that next weekend versus Oklahoma. But that's my quick, short takeaways from both the Badgers and the Huskers opening games. Don't want to overreact, but it wasn't inspiring.